We need to talk about Jeshua. Who is he and what did he really teach? Jeshua, or Yeshua ben Joseph, is the being most of us recognize as Jesus. He is the most influential person in history.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Even though he lived on the planet over 2,000 years ago and never had a mobile phone, Twitter account, or access to the internet.
That's a good point. You've got a good point.
One of the world's most powerful religions claims his name, yet do we know what he actually taught?
Absolutely fucking not.
Jeshua's original language, and thus the language of all his teachings, was Aramaic.
I'm sorry, what?
A reality few of us were even aware of until the release of Mel Gibson's 2004 film, The Passion of the Christ. Aramaic is a language of tone and vibration. It is very different than the either-or linear language structure of Western civilizations.
Really?
One word, spoken with a subtle change of inflection, may speak to 7 levels of consciousness. That is, 7 different levels of meaning, all at once.
Your thoughts?
What? As we read the few fragments of Jeshua's teachings that actually made it into the Bible, it's imperative to remember that they've been translated and interpreted by beings from cultures and thus language structures vastly different from his original Aramaic.
Oh, I see.
These translations, first into Greek, then Latin, and then the Germanic languages that eventually morphed into what is today known as English, also occurred centuries after Jesus first taught them. And what was translated were merely fragments of all he originally gave.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Considering all of this, is it any surprise that his teachings were lost in translation?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No. No, 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 no.
No.
Hell no!
With the Way of Mastery pathway, we're invited to return to Jeshua's extraordinary original teachings.
That's what I'm talking about!
They reveal vast and timeless wisdom grounded in alchemical living practices that fulfill the criteria of any genuine spirituality.
This pleases me.
These teachings correct the mind, heal the heart, and awaken the soul.
Yes! Yes!
Make it so.
Here are some truths Jeshua actually taught.
Oh, more listening.
1. All beings are a spark of light or soul at one with God, and we remain eternally as we are created to be. 2. Sin is not a moral failing, but rather a resistance to knowing and living this light. 3. We are each fully responsible for how we use our light to choose and thus attract precisely what we experience.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
We are each fully responsible for how we use our light to choose and thus attract precisely what we experience.
No way.
Yup.
Yep.
This power of choice is the most fundamental aspect of the radiant and sovereign soul. 4. While our union and reality is unchanged, unchanging, and unchangeable, we have used our power of choice to imagine and create experiences that flow from the belief that we have achieved primal separation. That is, separation from God. 5. This belief in separation is the true meaning of hell. Though often hidden, this belief engenders a primal guilt, a sense of our inner being as fundamentally flawed, which gives birth to myriad forms of psychological and behavioral suffering in humanity.
Fuck.
6. God is love, and love does not condemn. There is no judgment. 7. All beings are to be forgiven and supported if they are willing to transform their orientation from fear to love. 8. Forgiveness is not an intellectual concept, but rather a radical transformation of one's being, best encapsulated in the Aramaic term washwaklan, meaning to return to original wholeness or atonement.
Oh my God. I get it.
9. Only when we genuinely forgive and then find ways to serve this atonement may we truly awaken to a full enlightenment.
Okay, I'm recusing myself from this situation. Thank you very much.
10. Heaven, like hell, is a potentiality available to all beings willing to enter and go through the purification, healing, and awakening process of enlightenment.
That is not going to happen.
Heaven is here now. Jeshua's true teachings contain all that is required for complete, radical transformation into fully Christed consciousness.
That's what I'm talking about!
Are you ready to discover the Way of Mastery pathway for yourself?
I don't know, man.
If so, click the link and upgrade to premium membership. That will give you access to the Way of Mastery Mastermind, where I will mentor, guide, support, encourage, inspire, and hold you accountable for your practice of Christ consciousness. And one thing I haven't mentioned is that Jeshua is one joyful motherfucker. And the more time you spend practicing his teachings, the more joyful you get. And that's why I literally can't help make the kind of videos that I do with all the memes and jokes in them. Just in case you were wondering, that is what Christ consciousness is. It is pure, unadulterated joy. So
Stop fucking around.
click the link in the description and immediately upgrade to premium membership so that you get access to the Way of Mastery Mastermind today and start getting mentored, guided, supported, encouraged, inspired, empowered, and loved into achieving Christ consciousness by yours truly and a badass, brave, and bonny band of brothers.
Gay!
Who are all there for the exact same reason you are, to save the world from a suboptimal future full of suffering by saving themselves from a suboptimal future full of suffering. Because why the fuck not? Can you honestly say that you've got something better to do with your life?
Hell no!